Hey guys, how's it going? It's Coach JG here. Today I'm coming at you guys and covering the cable external rotation. So the cable external rotation I use with a lot of people, and that's to strengthen the rotator cuff. The external rotation motion of your shoulders, or opening the shoulder, strengthening that motion. Mainly it's used as a stabilizer, and I like to use it as prehab. So strengthening those muscles to prevent the that imbalance that's created when you're so strong in the front and you're weak in the back, and then might end up with a rotator cuff tear, which I've had, or a pec tear, something of that nature. Okay. With most people, you're going to have that imbalance. I specifically train a lot of swimmers, and swimmers from that repetitive stroke motion, they have a lot of issues there, and there it's very pronounced, and we have to keep those shoulders healthy. So you want to set up the cable at about elbow height. So bring that cable down a little bit. You don't want to keep the elbow super tight to your body. So one of the mistakes you see people make is trying to be in this position. Allow for your elbow to fall into a natural position, which might be a little bit lower than 45 degrees. Okay? I like to step back and angle my body so that that cable isn't going to drag against my body. But I'm going to be here, and from here I'm opening up, coming back. So the cue I give is you want to keep your elbow fixed, and you're turning to show the inside of your elbow. You're turning to show the inside of the elbow. Wrist has to stay nice and neutral so that you're not curling or pulling with the wrist. And you also don't want to be extending and putting your triceps into the movement. So try to be pretty strict. Depending on your strength level, you might be restricted in your range of motion. And I use this as a gauge to see, is my left side, is it way harder on my left than it is on my right? Is there an imbalance there, or can I get through the full range of motion? If there's a wall behind me, can I externally rotate enough to tap the wall? Which, when I have tendinopathies or issues going on, especially in my left shoulder, I have trouble with that sometimes. So that's something that I need to address. The last piece is, if you're coming back from an injury, I like to use this as an eccentric. So if you're coming back from an injury, for me especially on my left side, when I tore the rotator cuff, you can use the opposite hand to help get into that fully externally rotated position, and then do an eccentric on the way back. Right? That's if you're experiencing enough weakness or imbalance in one shoulder that you can't get to the full range of motion. Pull back and then come down 1, 2, 3, 4. So the external rotation, again, we're working small musculature there, the rotator cuff. You're going to do this in 10 to 20 repetitions. If you're coming back from an injury, 10 is probably fine. If it's just weakness, you're just working on prehab and posture, I like to start at 15 reps and work up from there. So I think everybody needs this based on the way we are in society, driving, typing, writing. We're always forward, and we're always going to have an imbalance. Make sure that you're strengthening the muscles that open the shoulder and keep it healthy. Vej Athletics.